Hey peeps, to celebrate my 1000 followers on Instagram, I have decided to show you around and review my daily driver. So here it is. It's a 2009 Volkswagen Polo with 48,000 miles on it. So we bought this in December 2012 when it was 3 years old. It was registered in December 2009. This car was built in Spain. The Volkswagen Polo was introduced in 1975, which makes it 50 years old, which makes it a good opportunity for me to do this review. So this is the 5th generation, built between 2009 and 2017. Although for the South African market it is still being under in production as the Polo Vivo. Let's start by looking at the exterior. So got the headlights here. There's a little spider around here, not sure why it's there, but it miraculously went in there. Here you've got 15-inch alloy wheels. These are the Castile wheels, as they call them. Even though my car is right now 15.5 years old, the look of the car is pretty good and looks relatively modern. So we got this as a 5-door because it's more practical, easier to get in and out with a 5-door. Of course there was a 3-door, but 5-door was the most practical choice. And don't ask why this is there. My mum fitted there when it was her car. So unfortunately my trunk lid isn't working from the outside, so I have to open it from the inside. So this is the trunk of the Volkswagen Polo. Here you'll find 280 liters of space. Underneath here you will see a space for a spare tire, which is pretty good. If you fold the seats down, you get to 952 liters. The seats do fold 60-40, but unfortunately they don't lie flat. So we are now inside my Volkswagen Polo. It's a 5-seater, including this one here. There isn't any cup holders within the seat area, but there is one in there, and there are 2 down there as well. By the seats you've got storage space here, one there and one there. And you've also got small door bins here where you can fit anything. This is the driver's cabin of the Volkswagen Polo. So over there you will see a tachometer, speedometer, the time, the temperature will be displayed in this area here. It'll also tell you the amount of miles, and when the car is moving it'll display the speed in kilometers per hour. So this car doesn't have a touch screen or sat nav, but it does have this radio thing here. CD player here, air vents here. You've got the demister here, and you've got different radio controls, air conditioning and climate controls here. 2 cup holders here, 12-volt socket, an AUX, which almost no one uses nowadays. You've got a glove box here, and underneath the seats you've got some extra storage here, both for the driver's seat and the passenger seat. It's a 5-speed manual transmission here, and you've got a manual handbrake as well. Now let's take a look at what's powering my Polo. So here we have a 1.2 litre petrol engine with 3 cylinders. Peak outputs are 60 PS and 108 Newton meters of torque, and it drives the front wheels. There are a variety of petrol and diesel engines available. I'll show you here the petrol engines, and here I'll show you the diesel engines. So I find it a smooth engine, quiet engine. Got the battery over there. I do find that if you do own this car with this engine, then you do need to drive this on a regular basis, because if you don't, then the battery is likely to die out and you're going to have to recharge it or jump start it. Okay, nice time to go for a drive in this thing. Right, so I'm now driving my Volkswagen Polo Mark 5. So we're now going through some bends. It's quite a smooth engine. It's quiet, quite nice to drive for a car like this. So Volkswagen will claim this will get you from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 15.8 seconds, which is actually the slowest engine for the Volkswagen Polo Mark 5. I know the 1.0 with the same amount of power does go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour slightly quicker than the 1.2, probably because it's lighter, and the top speed of this is 158 kilometers per hour. Not that it's legal to drive that speed in this country, but come on. Volkswagen claims that this will get an average fuel consumption of 5.5 liters per 100 kilometers, but I mostly do in town / in city driving, so probably my fuel consumption should be probably a bit higher than that. We also need to talk about ownership. So I fuel my car every few months, and my local petrol station price for petrol is about £1.30 something a litre. Last time I refueled this, it was £41.42. The insurance in this thing, so this is in insurance group 4, and I sign up with Admiral, no hashtag not an ad. So every month I pay around 150 to 180-ish quid a month on insurance. And about servicing, so we get this car serviced every year, usually November, December time. And you know, like, because in this country, in the UK, we get MOT servicing. Like when the car is from 3 years old, from new, it will need an MOT, and we'll need one every year. And there we have it, my review and tour of my Volkswagen Polo Mark 5. So overall thoughts, it's a pretty good first car for me. It's got everything I need, and sad thing is it doesn't have any of the useful things, or some of the useful things, such as rear parking sensors or a sat nav, but I can live with that. And one interesting thing is that back in 2010, the Mark 5 Polo was awarded as the World Car of the Year. And that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed this review. Thank you for 1,000 followers on Instagram. If you haven't followed my Instagram yet, then consider doing so. It's linked in the description. I'll see you in the next video.